I think some of you may end up popping on while I'm on because of my post. This is going to be my secret that I'm going to share. I'm going to give it a little bit because I'm going to need support in actually saying what my secret is. When is it not just a phase anymore? That's what I put on there. So, I've gotten on here a lot since convention. And I'm usually having fun. And I'm happy. I'm really, really happy. But here's the thing that I deal with. It's not just a phase. It's not just PMS or anything like that. It ebbs and it flows. Sometimes it's worse, sometimes it's better. But I touched base on it before. My video with talking about depression, PTSD, and suicide. And my Connections Week again. My secret is that I'm happy. But I can't truly feel that happiness because everything affects me. Something that will hurt my heart. It can be something that's so stupid and so idiotic. My heart hurts when people hurt me. And it could be something very, very simple. People that know me know that I wear my feelings on my sleeve. And that's true. But I don't think people really completely understand. I had talked about when I went to the hospital and why I went to the hospital. But I didn't really go into the specific reasons. And since then, one thing that they will never tell you, because we don't want to admit it. We don't want to admit it to ourselves. If you've ever had suicidal thoughts, they don't go away. They don't. It was 2009 when mine started. It was before that, but that's when I went to the hospital and got help. And really, it's more just help coping with the fact that they're going to be there. And they're still there. If I have a bad day, the first thought, sometimes it's the first thought, sometimes it's the second or third. The suicidal thoughts don't go away. They don't. Can you please get out of the room and close my door? I need you to get out of my room and close the door.
I gotta talk to you.
No. I am talking right now. Please get out of the room so I can talk.
Mommy,
What?
I love you.
I love you too.
Oh,
Yes. And you have my permission to change the channel. Please close my door when you go out. They're why I stay. They're why I know that no matter what thoughts will go through my head today or, next week or the thoughts aren't ever going to go away, but
father is not letting me change the channel.
Because he's back home?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then he has the rule over the TV. I only do when he's not here. Please go ask him about the TV and close my door on the way out. I'm always going to keep going. Just because I have the thoughts does not mean I'm going to act on them. But they don't go away. Sometimes they're louder than others. Some days they're not. But they're always there. And if you've never had the thoughts, if it's never crossed your mind, you don't fully understand what I mean by they're always there. At least I don't think so. But I've never not had them. I don't remember. Hurting myself, the thought started when I was in probably middle school. Probably before then. The thoughts continued and got worse. And then as life situations happened, I'm gonna, since there's more people apparently jumping on, I'm going to be honest with you guys again, for those of you who missed it. My secret, my truth, my daily truth, something that they don't tell you. We don't say it to people because of the stigma behind it, and because I don't want you to think that I'm going to go and do it. It's not. Suicidal thoughts. Once you start having them, you never stop. It's not a matter of stopping them forever. It's managing them once they start. And it could be an imbalance in hormones for it to go away. But suicidal thoughts are something that I deal with, and I've dealt with for a very long time. I've told you guys before in one of my videos about depression, PTSD, and suicide, about my hospital stint back in 2009 and what spurred that, me going to the hospital. And it's a work in progress. I know today that I am in so much a much better place than I was back in 2009. I am. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But when you feel that true happiness, you know, I feel it, but there's still a part of me that some people call it the devil whispering in your ear, some people call it your conscience, and some people call it the bad side of yourself. I don't know what I call it right now. Honestly, I don't. The negative self-talk, and some people talk about how you're able to talk yourself out of it, and that you can stop it and just tell it no. And I do that, and that's probably why I don't do anything. I don't even harm myself anymore. And it's always a work in progress. And I know I'm in a much better place now than I was back in 2009, but y'all, I went through some shit. When Dean was born last year, I'm sorry, was it last year? When he was born, yeah, it was May of last year, he broke me. He broke my body, broke my spirit, broke everything of me, and then our lives really went into survival mode, and my husband ended up being, you know, the one to take care of the kids, take care of the house, make sure everything got paid, and I took care of Dean. He was in the NICU for the 9 days, and then about a month or two later, he started with the colic, and for 4 months straight, it felt like probably longer. It was constant screaming, and I was the one who was dealing with it. On top of, I had surgery on my arm, and then due to my being crappy, I lost my job, and I had Unique still, and I'm grateful that I had Unique, because had I not had that, I wouldn't have had that sisterhood to hold on to. Yes, I have friends here, but when you deal with depression and when you deal with these thoughts, you feel every rejection. Every rejection. If somebody doesn't want to hang out with you, or if they ignore your text, stupid things like that, you feel it as they hate me. They don't want to hang out with me. They don't want they don't want to spend time with me. And my love language is quality time. And when someone either ignores me or, legit reasons to have to cancel on hanging out, my automatic response is to take it personally and that they don't like me. When I am intimidated by someone and they don't talk to me, and for their own reasons, they just may not be a talker like I am, and they ignore me, and I take it personally that they don't like me. My first instinct when I meet people is they're gonna think I'm a fucking idiot and not want to be my friend. Online, offline, I notice when I notice that someone has clicked the defriend button on Facebook, and I realize it, no matter if even the ones that I've never talked to, I feel it. It's like a stab in the heart, and I have to force myself to remember that it's okay that people unfollow you, click remove friend, because it's not a reflection on me. No matter what that voice is telling me, that voice is always going to be there telling me how horrible of a person I am and how shitty I am. And I just live with it. And that's my secret, that I live with feeling like a shit person. It doesn't matter what it is. Even when I'm doing great, and I really am. My kids are doing great. They're in preschool now. My husband's business is booming. Mine's picking up finally, because I actually stopped telling myself that I wasn't worth having a makeup business. And it took convention with over 4,000 women telling me and showing me that I'm worthy of this. Yeah, it took over 4,000 women and that energy, and going to those classes and learning their stories and being reminded of the person that I used to be, and that I can get there again, that it's not lost forever. Some of you remember me from who I used to be, this bubbly person full of confidence and full of life and go-getter, had no fear. I would talk to anybody, and lost it. It's coming back. I finally saw the glimmer again while I was at convention, and I'm comes and goes. It hasn't even been a full month since we got back, and I already, it's coming and going. My fears are there. Those of you that are coming back on, I don't know what else to really say besides, again, my secret is that the suicidal thoughts don't go away. I'm not going to act on them. Don't go calling anybody, because I'm not going to act on them. But when I'm honest with myself and honest with other people, the honest, legit truth is that they're always going to be there. If you've ever had them, you know those thoughts never go away. Amanda, that's why you and I are still friends, because it's friends like that say that I've just been sleeping, and the strength is always there, because, y'all, that voice tells me that I'm not strong, and that voice tells me that I'm not brave, and that I'm an idiot, and that I'm stupid, and that it's not even worth people's time to be here. That people would be better off without me around. It'd be easier. They'd be happier. But I know the voices will always be there telling me that, and I have to force myself and remind myself every single time that they're wrong, and I am a good person. I make mistakes just like everybody else, and I'm okay. Exactly, that I know that I'm good enough, and it's that whole silly thing, you have to look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm good enough, I'm strong enough, and gosh darn it, people like me. That's why a few times when I get on, when I shared what I wrote coming home from convention, the whole repeat it with me, I am important, I matter in this world. It wasn't just for you. That's what I have to tell myself every day, multiple times a day, that I am important and I matter in this world, because that voice and those thoughts are telling me that I don't matter, and I'm not worth anything to anyone or even myself in this world. That's what the voices are always telling me, and I know it's not true. Ah. Yeah, I'll keep you back. That's yeah. Every day it's exhausting and painful. Sometimes all I can do is just go to bed. Other days I can actually do other stuff. We are winning the war. Every day that we are here, every single day that we are here, we're winning. Even if it's just against our own thoughts, we're winning. Suzanne, what just happened? My truth, my secret, what I keep inside, and I'm scared to tell people because, the whole stigma behind it, is that once you have suicidal thoughts, they don't tell you that they never go away. You just learn how to cope with them and to remind yourself that, no, this isn't going to happen. I'm not going to do this. It's wrong. I am worthy of staying, and I'm not this shitty person that I'm telling myself that I am. Yeah, they don't tell you that the thoughts never go away. They teach you coping skills and ways to remind yourself that no, I am worth being here. Maybe one day I won't have these thoughts, and that'll be a good day, but come on, like, I don't know. I know it's a matter of mindset, and my mindset is I'm not gonna be here forever. Yeah, enough of it to understand anything. Thank you, Carrie. Yeah, my connection keeps telling me that it gets weak and then it comes back, and it's cutting out for me too. I'm sorry. I don't even know how long I've been on here, so some of you come in and out, and it's like it's getting choppy. So, one more time, I guess, from the top. Because even the more you tell yourself, it's still not. It gets easier. 20 minutes. Thank you, Amanda. Yeah. See, that's the thing, and I know I'm not alone. But here's the thing with it: we all know that we're not alone. Not in the thoughts. Not in this world. We know that there are people that think that we are important. But that voice sometimes just sneaks in there and gets you and says that you are alone and that you are not going to be a positive aspect to anybody in this world. And yeah, it's a constant battle, and like what we discussed earlier was that we win the battle every day. Every day that we're here, we're winning. It's a war. And yeah, for me, it's a war inside my own head. And the war in my head, I've won for 34 years. When I started having the thoughts, it was not, I'll say half of that. Okay, let's just go with half of that. Okay, I've had the thoughts for half that time, half of my life. I have had these thoughts, and I'm still here. When it actually became a reality to happen, I still was able to say no, and that I took myself to the hospital before I would do it. Yep, yeah, you have to tell you. We don't like to admit it when we've had the thoughts, because honestly, it's a scary thing. If you're in the military, you know. If you are a parent, you know. People will threaten you with your livelihood. In the military, in a business, as a mother, take your kids away. I'm not trying to get you help. They're trying to take your kids away. It's not how we need to live anymore. We need to come together and actually admit to each other that, yes, I have these feelings too. And sometimes all you need is a shoulder to cry on, and sometimes all you need is someone to say it's going to be okay. Thank you, Kayla. It's frozen, sorry. Hell, I'm gonna just stay on and keep saying this as long as you guys keep coming on, I guess. I don't know. Unless my kids come back in and need me. So, it's not a phase. It's not just a phase. My Wi-Fi is cutting out on me, so it keeps dropping. Yeah, mine does too, Gloria, so that's unfortunately the issue. I've just been sharing my secret. I think the title that I gave was that I am, this is my secret. It's when it's not just phase. or I something, I don't know. But the thoughts don't go away. We just learn coping skills and ways to manage it and keep moving forward. Despite the failures, despite the negative self-talk, we'll have good days, we'll have good runs. We'll have a good run where we are telling ourselves that we're fucking fantastic, and then the day will creep in that something tells us that we're not, that we're a fucking idiot, and that nobody likes us, nobody wants to spend time with us. Our friends are faking, and they're telling us that they don't want to hang out with us. They're just trying to be nice. They're just being nice. They're not really wanting to hang out with us. But it's not true. And I have to repeatedly tell myself this. And I'm happy with my family, with my husband, with my business, and it can always be better. And I have to force myself to consistently remind myself that I am a good person and that I am good at all these things. I'm always learning. All of us are. And, you know, I'm going to share my issues, my insecurities, my moments of doubt of myself, because I know not all of us have the capacity to do that. And you know what? Some of us don't ever have these thoughts to have to pep ourselves up and say, we're a good person. We just know, yeah, I'm a good person. I know, I'm married to someone who has never had to deal with these kind of thoughts. And I love him because he is my rock. Sometimes he is what keeps me grounded and sane. I'm a hot flippin' mess too. I try. And I was starting to do, the reason why I needed to come on, earlier I was having these doubts, and I was starting to be negative on myself with my business, mostly right now. God, you guys, I want to share it with everybody. I want to shout it from the rooftops. Just what love I have for this company and what it's done for me. Not even just financially, but what it's fucking done for me mentally. If anything, the sisterhood, what I've got, especially at convention, like to feel it at that magnitude, and then to meet some women who I've never met, that I met online, and come to find out they're fracking amazing. Miss Annie, I'm gonna shout her out and call her out, because while we're there, oh, my connection awake, so you can't see it, but this, I love Australia. She's my little Aussie sister. She gave me this. It's a little magnet. She gave this to me during the convention, and having friends like that you meet online and you meet them in person, and you connect, and you're like, you're freaking awesome. And her and I connected not just on the level of unique. That's not it. Now it finally came back for me, so I'm gonna show you guys again. My little Aussie kangaroo that came from Australia, from Annie. We connected on other levels. On this level that I'm talking about on here, and depression and dealing with domestic violence and just different things. Like, it is a sisterhood, and it's not the bad sisterhood. It's a good sisterhood to where we lift each other up. If there was any business that I needed to be in, it was this one, because I'm not a person. I'm not a guru. I'm not a makeup guru. I'm not all knowing about all the things dealing with the face and the cosmetics that go on the face, to clean it, to make it look good. Anything. All the tricks of the trade. I don't know. But what I do know is the mission. Uplift, empower, validate. I know that. And my sisters that I've met through there, a lot of you are on here, that's what I gained. And sometimes it was my Y sisters that got me through my period with Dean being colicky and my surgery, and they're on. My connection is going weak again. It's spotty. Yeah. Well, Carrie, I'm. Okay, Carrie, I'm glad that you've been on. Yeah, I think it ended up cutting out on me because it's. But I was talking about and it sounds like a cult, but it's not. We don't. We don't want you to go and drink Kool-Aid. No. We just want you to know that you are valuable. You are. You're important. You matter in this world. That's the embodiment of this company. I mean, what it was started on, what they had the donations available for, what our CEOs have a fund for to be able to go to is to help people, to help women, help children, help educate. I don't. With all of the connection issues and whatnot, what I was telling myself earlier today is that I was starting to be very down on myself and starting to doubt what I'm doing and that it's worth it. But it was that voice. It was my little voice telling me that I wasn't. You're not worthy. You're not worthy. You're an idiot. They don't like you. They're just being nice. That was my voice telling me that I was a shit person, and that I need to quit. And I don't. I'm not ever gonna quit. And it's again the mission, because there were days where there were only my Y sisters who helped me get through it. Yeah. Some of them don't know it. Some of them do. And all of them, I'm appreciative of it. They're also my, not even just with my unique, they're my geeky sisters who helped me get through it. Some who reached out to me, some as recent as, last week. And then issues that I went through over the summer, like Connections Week again. I can't talk for anyone else, but I know I need people. I need you guys in my life, because when I become reclusive and I shut myself away, I lose myself. I guess that's what extroverts do. I don't know exactly the difference on a true level. I joke that I'm a broken extrovert because I need people. I gain my energy from people. So when I am not around people for long periods of time, I get very drained and I get very, very depressive. And those thoughts start overtaking any kind of positive thoughts that would go in my head. And yeah, I don't have any makeup on right now because I was crying. And it's really hot today. Every time I went outside, I was sweating. And I just didn't feel like putting on makeup because I was going to be wiping my face because of sweat. And whatever. I don't know. I forgot. My brain just stopped working right now. One more time, because I think the more we say it, the more we accept it, and the more it does not completely control our actions. That's cool. Suicidal thoughts, they never go away. I've dealt with them at least half my life. They have sometimes run my life, and sometimes, most of the time recently, or not recently, sometimes they're in the back, and I can put them away in a box in my head. But there are times where they're screaming in my face, and I can't shut them up. But what they don't tell you, no matter if you end up in the hospital or not, if you do something or not do something, is that they don't go away. Suicidal thoughts never go away. Not gonna do anything, okay? It's not tendencies, it's not actions, it won't be. Because I've learned those coping skills. But what they don't tell you, and what I think I can pretty safely say what majority of us who have them don't want to admit, is that they don't go away. They don't. And I think one thing that happens, why we don't admit it, is because not just the stigma, but like people think that we're fixed all of a sudden, be it meds, that we're just supposed to be okay, and we are. We're completely okay most days, and then when they come back, we're still okay, but they never go away. And then are we broken? Are we never going to be fully ourselves without them? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I do know for me, it's part of me. There are days when it's better, days when it's worse. But if you have them, just know that you're not alone. I know I'm not alone. I don't talk to people about it, and I think I don't talk about it because of the stigma, and because the first thing that we think when somebody's talking about it is, oh my god, are they going to do something? Do we need to go to the hospital? Do you need, they think it's a dire strait, and it's not. But sometimes we just have really bad days. Wow, my hair's getting long, and it's doing this funky curl thing again. Yeah, I do smile and chuckle a lot. It's funny you say yin and yang. Yeah, you're right. They are a part of me. They've always been a part of me. They always will be. And I'm okay with that, because I understand that that's just a part of me. And I'm saying it out loud because I know there are a lot of us that are afraid to say it out loud. That there is no way in hell that we would say this out loud. Not even to ourselves, let alone publicly on Facebook. And that you need to hear that there is somebody who actually can say it out loud and admit it. Because I can admit a lot of things. I'm an open book. If you ask me a question, I'm going to answer it. Kind of scary, but there it is. If you ever have any kind of questions, anything, random, personal, I will be honest with you and tell you. But I think a lot more time has gone by since you said that I was on here for 21 minutes. And it is 5 till 6. And I probably should go and make sure that the kids are being okay. They are. While my husband cooks. I'm sure he's cooking now. Yeah. It's not just face. People say that about teenage angst. And that, they're so moody, or it's just PMS. She's just being moody. She doesn't mean it. Be careful. Be careful what you say to people, especially when in their bad days, because when you start saying that stuff, around them. They will not come to you when they need you truly. There would cause me to be aware that that these thoughts are not just in a box in the back of my head, that they're actually a little bit closer, is something as simple as I realized that there are people who removed me as friends from their Facebook. That's simple. That I am this close, this close with getting back with my business, and I'm still not meeting the mark where I want to be. That's okay. It's not that I'm a bad person, that it is okay to be where I am, and that I'm not a bad person for it. Morgan's coming back on, and I don't. I'll say it again. That, yeah, what my thing is, oh, I think that's what I have to say. Your face would not look nice. Wow. Oh, no. I'm gonna have to read that after. Hold on. Let's see. It stops. You know, amazing you are. You know, that's what we want to do for everyone, especially when we know and feel in our hearts what they feel, the pain that they feel. We don't want other people to feel this pain. It's gut-wrenching sometimes, just what you can tell yourself and how awful that voice can be, and it's to yourself. If you think that you have shit to say to somebody, shit, when you say that shit to yourself, it's detrimental sometimes. And yeah, I feel you. I know some of you feel me. That it's sometimes all it takes is someone being like, I feel you. Not just, oh, I understand. No, I feel those feelings. God, I know that gut-wrenching feeling. I know that heartbreak. I know that stab in your gut that you feel like you're going to throw up. And you feel the stinging hot tears come to your eyes. And you feel like you're just going to shut down for hours. And then, you know, if you admit what has caused these reactions in you to others, they're going to be like, aren't you being a little dramatic? And that hurts too. You know that when people tell you, oh, you're being dramatic, you're being emotional. Okay, you're right, I am. So I'm not going to admit these feelings anymore. So then we bottle it up. When we bottle it up, what happens? It festers, it grows, and it and then boom. Sometimes for some of us, it's the end of the road. And I ain't ever getting back there again, you guys. And if any of you ever get anywhere near that place, just let me know. My live went down, and I think my connection is going. So I'm going to go ahead and end it, because I'm sure I've been on for a while. Yeah, 5 more minutes. I've been on at least half an hour. I hope not much more than that. But, you guys, thank you for tuning in, listening to my ramblings, no matter how bad the connection was. I do appreciate it. And the love that you guys show me when I need it most, when I ask for it, is incredible. And I love you guys. And I'm gonna go. Today was an okay day. And thanks to me actually finally reaching out and saying something, it got better. And I thank you guys for that. It's gonna be meek. I don't even know if this is gonna post with how bad my connection is, so I apologize, you guys. But I'm going to end with this because I need it. And if I need it, I'm sure someone else needs it too. So just say it with me. I am important. And I matter in this world. One more time. Because I need it one more time. I am important. And I matter in this world. You guys have a good night.